fuck you better. She can fuck you good. I can fuck you way. Remember screaming my name, 'cause I could sex your brain, but she don't do it that way. Now she's prettier than I'll ever be. Got yourself a beauty queen, yeah. But there's one thing I gotta say. She can fuck you good, but I can fuck you better. She can fuck you good, but I can fuck you good. I know she's perfect and white, but I guess she's beautiful. Can she love you and touch you until you go? You keep on trying to hide it, but we both know. She can fuck you good, but I can fuck you better. She can fuck you good, but I can fuck you She can fuck you good, but I can fuck you better. Like she's perfect and black, but I guess she's beautiful. Can she love you and touch you until you go? You keep on trying to hide it, but we both know. She can fuck you good, but I can fuck you better. I can fuck you better. She can fuck you good, but I can fuck you better. I can fuck you better, baby.
What's going on, baby? What's going on, Conscious crew? Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. Okay, I had a very busy weekend. I went back to North Carolina to spend some time with my boo thing, honey, and we was all up in the casinos and shit, child. So I got my whole entire life. So I'm kind of dragging on this Sunday. But we're here to get into some things. A whole lot of things, honey. If time permits, I will be dropping the Mother Loving link and all of that. But before we get into the thick of this commentary, please, you already know what to do, girl. Give me a nasty piece of thumbs up, girl. YouTube has changed their algorithm. They are doing what the Illuminati does best, shy. So it's a lot going on. So we're going to need a whole lot of crowd participation in order to survive this new chapter of YouTube and their weird ass dysfunctional algorithm system. What's going on, Perry? Hi. What's going on to the Sanders? Hey. So you guys thumbs up the video until it is absolutely stuck. You know that thumbing up the video helps with YouTube's obvious algorithm. But more importantly, it triggers up the notification system so that all other unsuspecting Conscious crew members who have no idea that we're loud, live, and in color popping out puss can be alerted that we're doing just that and can come in and join the goddamn fray. Okay? Also, I need you guys to continue to hit that subscribe button. Shout out to all of the new subbies, 43.3 and counting. Hello, Conscious crew members. Also, make sure that you guys have your notification bell set to all, because you never know what day or hour the king shall be kinging. And if you want to take it just one step further, please share this link out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be Tumblr, your personal OF, the dark side of Twitter. I don't give a damn where you post the link. Just let them whores know that we are loud, live, and in color. With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Okay.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, you guys, what's going on? So you already know what we're here to get into. Before we get into that, we have some church announcements first and foremost. You guys know that all Jaguar Right content is going in the Patreon. I don't want to give this delusional maniac any free full promotion and encourage a craziness. So I decided to put it behind a paywall for those of you who are interested in that content and love that content from me. Also, we are reviewing season 2 of Bad Boys Texas, a Zeus Network hot shitty mess. Also behind a paywall. I've just decided that I'm gonna put really trashy shit that I watch, like all of my guilty pleasures, behind a paywall, okay? Rather than helping the debauchery in this dark age of the earth, girl, okay? We had a great time reviewing episode 1. You guys know episode 2 of Bad Boys Texas drops tonight on Zeus. So if you love that type of content, join the Patreon for all of that exclusive shit, okay? Also, I'm going to be making some additions to my moderators. You guys know that I make arrangements ever so often. One of the changes is all moderators, and please inform other moderators as they come in who may not have been here for the beginning of this content, that we're not going to be blocking emojis and we're not going to be blocking all caps, okay? I'm sick of folk emailing me and complaining to me about how heavily policed the chat is. So allow folk to type in all caps. Some people have visual problems and some folk just like to type in all caps. It's not illegal, so let people get away with murder. And those who like to use emojis, but I will encourage you to limit your emojis because it does trigger up spam, okay? So try not to emoji to death, okay? Maybe no more than 6. But if your ass get blocked by Google Moderator, that's between you and Google Moderator, not between you and my mods or you and me, okay? Google Moderator is a separate entity from the moderators who are in the chat, and they are a separate entity from me, okay? And neither one of us have any say-so as it relates to Google Moderators. Also, if I don't, moderating, the fundamental aspect of moderating is usefulness. So to all of my moderators who I don't see a lot of anymore, I will be unranching you because I would prefer to manage my group of moderators who are here for the most part all the time, okay? If you part-time in the platform, perfectly fine. People have shit to do. People got a life to live. It's not personal at all, but I would prefer moderators who can kind of routinely be here on the platform, etc. So if you pop up in the chat and you don't see your ranch, then nothing personal, just the regular organizing of it all. And shout out to the moderators who put in that mother loving work. I live for my moderators. I love my moderators to death. I could not do this without them. I could not manage a great chat without their observations, etc. So, and their input and their contributions. So shout out to all of the moderators. I love you so much, okay? Now, we're here to get into some shit, okay? You guys know that your favorite small-time blogger, Unhinged, okay, with Budweiser K-Girl, has her fair share of obstacles in 2023. You guys know that the last time we spoke on Unhinged was, a few weeks ago, and I was kind of giving you guys a rundown on how many people will be applying more lawsuits to that flat ass, okay? Whether that be Kevin Hunter, a.k.a. Wendy Williams, ex-simp, okay? Whether that be Larry Reed, whether that be Tokyo Tony, whether that be Tony the Closer, okay? Everybody's on her ass. But who's currently on that ass is Miss Cardi B, baby. Okay, we got to talk about it, all right? Now, you guys know, I think the time before last that we reported on Unhinged, Cardi had extrapolated about, what, $1,900 or $1K that was left over in an American Chase account of Unhinged. And this was what, right before she paddle boated all the way over to the goddamn Congo, okay, to allegedly renew her vows and to allegedly transfer her American funds into a foreign account. So we're going to get all up into how that all works, okay? But not before we bust it down formally with some articles, okay? And the first that you guys may have already heard is Cardi B is looking to seize any assets and property that Unhinged may have in her mother-loving possession. So let's go ahead and scoot over to the left and visit hotnewhiphop.com, chat. Okay. Which reads, Cardi B looks to seize Tasha K's property. Okay. Cardi B reportedly took a huge step towards collecting her $4 million defamation judgment from Unhinged, and it's not pretty. Moreover, the court reportedly issued a right of execution to the blogger and KB Studios LLC in Georgia on Thursday, April 20th. According to All Hip Hop, said judgment permits Cardi to seize Tasha K's property in order to gain the money owed from the rapper's victorious case. Following a 2019 lawsuit, the court found Unhinged guilty of invasion of privacy, defamation, and deliberate infliction of emotional distress in 2022. While she could seize more assets than just property, it's still quite the aggressive turn for the case. On that note, people online are split between seeing this as righteous retribution or going a little too far. Quote, I love how Cardi not letting up on Unhinged. Shouldn't have been talking shit, one user wrote on Twitter. Another deferred, quote, I wish Cardi B would let that shit go. I'm getting so tired of seeing this back and forth shit with Unhinged. Now she trying to take that woman house. Bitch, you got money and a few houses. Let it the fuck go. God damn. Woo cha. Folk are really sounding off. Given that Cardi B even checked to see if she got the payment, apparently that wasn't the case. Also, Unhinged apparently responded to this new development on her Twitter account. Previously, she apologized to the 30-year-old after losing her appeal. Now her response seemed to lightly refer to her other debts and hinted towards a payment queue. Look, sis-in-law, I know you need that cause work is slow for all of us right now. But right now, I ain't got it, she tweeted. But let your lawyers know that when I'm up, you gonna be up and stuck. You get first dibs after this IRS bill gets paid. Allegedly, that IRS bill is $150,000, allegedly. Meanwhile, this is far from the only controversy that Unhinged got into with a celebrity, although it's certainly the most high profile. For example, R. Kelly claimed that the blogger tampered with witnesses in his case. With all this in mind, hopefully these legal troubles find resolution in more amicable ways. Regardless, come back to HNHH for the latest news and updates on Cardi B and Tasha K. In addition, check out the latter's apparent response to Cardi potentially seizing her property down below. As you guys see here, Tasha goes through a list of debts. Discovery card, okay, $4,500. Her Amex, $5,500. Back end current taxes, $111K. Bank of America, $300. Truck, $54 owed. And legal, last but not least, That 4 milli, baby. That 4 milli. So there it is, shy. Cardi is a coming. Then, to make matters worse and to add insult to injury, girl, according to EmilyCottonTop.com, Cardi B is also looking to seize Tasha K's YouTube check. Radar Online is reporting that Cardi B is planning to seize blogger K's YouTube checks. This is in addition to garnishing her accounts. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, Cardi has informed Google to hold any money owed to the blogger Tasha K. Cardi is demanding Google, who owns YouTube, to hold any money owed to Tasha. Cardi appears to be after any money Tasha is making off her YouTube channel, the same venue the blogger used to spread alleged lies about her. Quote, "You are hereby commanded to immediately hold all money, including wages and other property, except what is known to be exempt, belonging to the defendant, or obligations owed to the defendant named above, beginning on the day of service of the summons and including the next 1,095 days." The notice read. Google has yet to respond, and we've previously reported the blogger owes Cardi B millions after a jury found that she'd had defamed the Bodak Yellow rapper. Cardi took issue with Tasha claiming she was into drugs, previously worked as an escort, and that she had an STD. The allegations were made in a series of YouTube videos posted on Tasha's channel. During the trial, Cardi took the stand to testify about how the allegations ruined her life. She said the entire ordeal caused her emotional distress, led to her having marital problems with Offset, and caused her to seek professional help. Quote, "Only an evil person could do that shit," Cardi said on the stand. As you guys see here, their female rap room posted up on Twitterations that Cardi is looking to seize Tasha K and revenue from YouTube for the next 3 years. Okay, a rep for Google told Cardi that she only had 9K in her account. It seems like the blogger is having trouble keeping the business afloat. Okay. Here it is, another account. According to Radar Online, Cardi B has begun the process to seize Tasha K's YouTube revenue for the next 3 years. And it goes on, okay? Someone named Bay says, "I think Cardi didn't need to take us this far, and Tasha has kids." Also, TMZ is allowed to spread rumors, but she won't sue them because it's white-owned. I don't like Tasha at all, but I think this lawsuit is too far. Another user wrote, "The nerve of people calling out Cardi B saying she's wrong for seizing Tasha's property. Cardi want Tasha dusty ass." Did y'all hear the stuff that lady was spreading about Cardi? Tasha better ask Nicki to pay it off since she's the one that hired her. My God, today. And Tasha K allegedly responded as well. PSA, my sister-in-law, I'm sorry. I meant creditor and credit collector is hiring. Phone agents needed to chase me down for her money. Dial 1-800. I ain't got it. See y'all tomorrow night on YouTube, Facebook, and TashaKLive.com. We got to work and break the damn internet with this Jimmy something interview, blah, blah, blah. All right, so there's a lot going on. Okay, but I want to go back a little bit and speak about the second comment here from Delusional Bay, who says, "Personally, I think that Cardi didn't need to take us this far, and Tasha has kids." Also, TMZ's allowed to spread rumors, but she won't sue them. Okay, so it's interesting to me because, like, clearly there's levels to this rumor shit, okay? Lies about Offset, lies about, Cardi wanting to be Nicki, lies about payola, etc. Yeah, lots of people get subjected to what we would call the typical rumor milling. But slapping an STD on someone is a whole nother situation. Also, encouraging that person who's being slandered to not kiss their own child out of fear that the STD that they don't have may spread to their child. And then that incites a group of fucking drunk ass weirdos to get into Cardi's comment section and troll her over an STD, troll her child over an STD that is not had, is a whole nother level of fuckery and salaciousness and nastiness and vileness and demonicness. Somebody talking about your looks is one thing. Someone talking about you can't rap, you a broke bitch, your album sucks. That's one category of fuck shit. And I'm not even sure if I would necessarily sue a bitch over dumbass remarks like that. But acting as though the Shade Room or TMZ or the Neighborhood Talk ever spread any rumor that could level up to the type of salacious lies and slander that Unhinged was perpetuating against Cardi B is a total false equivalency. A total false equivalency. You know, once again, there are levels to the shit. Then Delusional Bay is talking about Tasha has kids. Well, guess what? Tasha's kids were Tasha's to consider before she continued to double down on lies that forced her to write a check that she clearly cannot cash. It's not Cardi B's job to consider Tasha K's family, the lifestyle that she can or can't afford her children, the luxury she can or cannot afford her children, because Tasha K gave, not Tasha K, Cardi B gave Unhinged more than enough time to find her something else to do rather than to play in her fucking face. Even Unhinged admitted that Cardi B jumped into her DMs. Cardi B asked her to pipe down. Cardi B tried to reason with this woman, tried to even relate to this woman on a imano, woman to woman situation. She dealt with this woman playing in her face for months and months and years and years and years. And it wasn't just Cardi who was affected by this. Cardi's friends, associates, etc. were being chased down by this desperate, delusional blogger. Hi, Sherelle. Hey, boo. Hi, love. If you want the link to come up, Sherelle, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know. Make sure you guys go and show some support to my girl Sherelle as well as to my boy Perry on YouTube. Both of them have their own separate platforms. Perry Sanders on YouTube, Sherelle's World obviously on YouTube. Who don't know who the fuck Sherelle is, okay? As if she needs my goddamn free for promotion, okay? So shout out to my girl. You know, so this what this narrative. Oh, that's a fake account. Okay. Well, y'all know Sherelle's World fucks with the kid, okay? But if that's a fake Sherelle's World, and please verify if it is, block that account. This whole like create desperate, okay? Block the fake account if that's a fake account, okay? So Cardi B had reason with Unhinged in every way that she could. See, I can't see the verified check because I'm looking at you guys through StreamYard. So it's a totally different outline here versus me looking at it on the YouTube, whatchamacallit, okay? Now, going back to this whole kids ordeal, right? That was Cardi B, that was Tasha K's responsibility to consider her children. Okay? And what the impact of doubling down in a lawsuit that could be incredibly inconveniencing and completely damaging to her credit, to her lifestyle, to her income, etc. Not Cardi B's responsibility. Cardi B was already being more than kind by even confronting Unhinged and asking her to shut her motherfucking mouth. Okay? So this is hands down a situation that Unhinged got herself into. Okay? Somehow she believed that she delusionally could win this. Even her lawyers, Olga, who allegedly has been fired, fat turkey eating Olga, could not help Unhinged because she doubled down on the stand and said, yes, I knew it was lies. I didn't give a damn. And I thought if at best, if Cardi was impacted, that she had more than enough money to pay the therapist. Yeah. And in her doing so, going to a therapist for a year and a half, 2 years is exactly why you owe that bitch $4 million. Okay? Because that $4 million not only includes her legal fees, it includes her medical expenses as well. Talk about motherfucking karma coming full circle. Very interesting. Now, let's get into this whole money, property situation, okay? Or do I want y'all to listen to something? Maybe I want y'all to listen to something real quick. How is it on, actually? I want you guys to hear, because Unhinged recently had a little sit down with an alleged comedian by the name of Auntie Hammy. Okay, Unhinged jumped on her IG account. And they had a little chitter chat, pitter pat. And I want you guys to hear some of their interaction. Hold on for a minute and please continue to thumbs up the video. All right, this is courtesy of fair use. You guys take a look and a listen here to some of their interaction. This is going to be audio only. Okay, this is covered by fair use. Once again, this is alleged comedian Auntie Hammy and alleged blogger Unhinged with Tasha K.
Absolutely. That was not a nice apology for whatever I did. That is such a mean apology.
No, it's not. And maybe because I'm 41 years old. You gotta understand me. Like, listen, if I need to apologize to somebody, I could truly apologize to somebody. But this particular situation here, this is different. This is a different situation. A lot of people only got media that she had access to. I don't have media. I don't have, I can contact Billboard and TMZ, but you have to understand, this is somebody they consider as an international star. So whatever they say, they're going to print because her name brings them readers and viewers.
The thing about it is, she knows that what she did made you more famous to where you can make more money just from talking about her suing you. So now she want to have that judgment. So then it's not like, damn, I sued a bitch. She making money off of me and I can't get nothing from it.
I'm demonetized. Stop that shit. I'm a housewife.
When did you take your...
I'm a real Atlanta housewife.
You're not demonetized. You just don't get the green. That I very seldomly get green on mine because I cuss and I'm out to change.
It's pennies on the dollar. It's nothing. Like,
yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like, nah. But if I truly did anything, it would have been an apology already. I would have wrote it out myself. I would have said it. Okay? But you have to understand, I'm in court with crackers. They got to protect the bag. She got way more money. How look me? I got 2 foreign lawyers, 2 niggas, me and my husband. She got 6 white lawyers. She damn near look white because she real white, bright. Like, She white Cardi. Then you got a white judge, white.
Before we go any further, I see that there's still a lot going on in terms of these mock accounts of other content creators. So moderators, please make sure to delete any fake mock accounts of any content creators in the chat. But make sure that you click on the profile to make sure that it's a mock account before you ban the account. Crazy man.
Come on, now who look more serious in court? We look.
Yeah. they clowned y'all ass.
It was set up from the gate when they said overruled. What you mean we can't bring this in?
So that's another thing, right? Isn't that interesting, LaShawn, that Unhinged has gone on to continue to gaslight black women who she already knows that there's a divided community regarding Cardi. There are black women who love Cardi. There's black women who can't stand Cardi. And Tasha is trying to hijack the emotional algorithm of those black women who don't like Cardi B for whatever reason. They don't like her. Maybe they feel like she's a culture vulture. Maybe they feel she's a colorist. Maybe they feel she's a racist, whatever the case may be. But this has nothing to do with race. Contrary to Tasha K's intentionality into trying to force this narrative down the public's throat that this is about race. It's not. It's about you being fucking wrong as fuck. It's about you not considering the risk when you decided to double down, regardless of a cease and desist that you said you would wipe your ass with, regardless of this woman jumping into your DM several times so that you could go back to take care of your children and wouldn't have to deal with the aftermath of what is now a reality of the consequences of your actions. And you not thinking that I'm choosing to slander someone who has the financial resources, who has the clout and the leverage to penalize the living dog shit out of me. I'm going to slander a high-profile person. So let me consider this first and foremost, right? Because I'm in a beef with a high-profile person, I have some things to gain here. Public notoriety. I will be forever connected to this bitch's history and her popularity and her fame, etc. Okay, but on the back end, what are the fucking risks? Well, the risks are because I'm talking down on a rich-ass, wealthy bitch, and I lose, I'm going to be responsible for hundreds of thousands and potentially millions of dollars, because I would imagine that a rich bitch is fulfilling a rich-ass invoice for however many attorneys she's going to retain and how many attorneys it's going to take in this litigation that's probably going to play out for years, that's going to calculate easily to a 1 million mark all by itself. Now, since she's the one suing me, right, it means that she's also going to have to prove said emotional and mental damages, which means that she's going to be doing what? Seeing a fucking professional therapist. I can imagine that a rich bitch is going to be retaining a very high-end psychiatrist and or counselor and or therapist. I can only imagine what those hourly rates would look like between Cardi B and her medical team. Is this the real Sherelle? Hi, the real Sherelle. Did CTV just say somebody is suing him? No, nobody is suing me, child. Okay, I don't do nothing worthy of no damn lawsuit. No, we're talking about Unhinged and how she didn't calculate her risk because she's trying to put the public under the impression that this is a race issue and that this money that she owes Cardi is absurd, but she didn't calculate the risk of suing a rich bitch who, of course, is going to have expensive Jewish lawyers, Cardi told us that on Invasion of Privacy. Okay? That her Jewish lawyers get the job done, baby, okay? Also a rich bitch with a medical team, okay? Because Cardi was going to have to prove psychological damage. Okay? Imagine what that invoice looks like. Because rich bitches have rich ass expenses. So, Unhinged being overwhelmed by this $4 million debt and trying to act as if the courts and the jury were unreasonable. No. This woman had expenses. That legal team was costly. That year and a half and 2 years of her sitting down with her therapist was costly. That's what you're having to pay off, Unhinged. The damage you did because you wouldn't close your motherfucking dick sucker. You wanted to continue to talk shit about a rich bitch. Okay? And now you're responsible for all of that rich bitch's bills. Okay? So the courts were appropriate. I wish I would have accumulated $2-3 million worth of debt running behind Unhinged, having to pay court fees, lawyer fees, therapy fees, having to track this whole down, pay process servers. I got 2, 3, 4 motherfucking lawyers on this motherfucking case. I done had to pay for my lawyers up, because mind you, Cardi don't reside and did not reside in Atlanta when this court, when the trial happened, which means that she also had to cover the expenses of her lawyers. She had to cover their hotels, their flights, their food, the whole motherfucking nine. That's what Unhinged put herself in the position to have to endure. These are the consequences of not considering the cost of your buffoonery. Cardi wasn't some broke bitch who was telling you to shut your motherfucking mouth. And any intelligent person would have sat and thought about, yeah, the prospects of winning, but also, bitch, the prospects of losing. And what that was going to look like. And you're lucky they capped at $4 motherfucking million. Oh, let me continue to listen, y'all. If you want the link, Sherelle, let me know, boo. But text me, and I'm going to text you the link.
Hold up now. I know. I got it. I know. I'm just saying. Listen, everything gonna be put out, and we're gonna be done with this. But I mean, as far as $4 million,
well, legally, you can just file bankruptcy, and then she doesn't get any of the money.
I ain't filing bankruptcy. I protect my credit score.
And no, she can't file bankruptcy after the fact. She wouldn't be able to file bankruptcy after the fact, only beforehand, not afterwards. So I don't know what the hell Auntie is talking about.
Here we go.
I'm keeping my 800 credit score. Fuck out of here.
Well, the thing about it is, you filed head of household, so Cardi can't get $4 million and then your kids not have food. So it's a certain amount that she just can't get it because you filed head of household. I know what head of household means.
Kids to feed. I ain't got no
right. There's no way. Like, say you had $4 million in the bank. Cardi couldn't even take the whole $4 million because you got your head of household, you got IRS that you owe, and everything. So legally, nobody can do that.
Boo. I got you, Sherelle.
Put a hold on my Chase account, and they reversed it back.
Right.
They said no, ma'am. It don't work like that. So,
no.
Listen. No,
you can't do that. I wanted to sue so many people before. My lawyers told me, dude, you can sue them all you want to, but you're going to pay me a lot of money, and then do you think you're going to get your money back? And I'd be like, man, fuck it. I just send my homies around there to bust that nigga head. You feel me?
Hey, I think that we can handle this a different way. And we can get
Y'all can just fight that shit out.
Listen, I can get Floyd Mayweather on the phone right now to set it up. She got her money, she walk away clean. And I'll get my ass.
And Cardi B gonna get that money even if it's $1 a month. $1 a month.
I will let her knock me the fuck out. For $4 million, bitch, I'll get up, take my little 50 grand, come back, do my goddamn show. Bitch, I'm on the ground. It's a fixed fight. It's a fixed fight. What I tell you? Listen, we can do this. I done told her there's a way bigger bag that we can get. I'm the internet most hated bitch.
Well, you know, legally, she can't touch donations if you get donations. So if you call anything donations, she can't touch donations. Just to keep that in mind. I'm not a lawyer.
But donations. I ain't got no money. I get food stamps to feed my kids.
If you say donate to Tasha K.
Okay, so I just want you guys to hear a little bit of that. Their conversation was ultimately meaningless and hella misinformed about the way all of this really fucking works. So first thing I want to talk about, and I'm gonna drop the link from my girl Sherelle. She wants me to drop the link after I complete my commentary on Tasha K. Okay. I want to show you guys something here. Let me share my screen here. How doing? Thumbs up the video if you're in the building. Thank you. Okay. All right. So what you guys are looking at right now is a list of states, okay, that are considered community property states, okay. As of October 2022, the following are community property states that you guys see here: Arizona, California, Idaho, Louisiana, Nevada, New Mexico, Texas, Washington, and Wisconsin. Guess who you don't see on the screen? Guess who you don't see on the screen? You don't see the state of Georgia, nor do you see the state of Florida on that list, okay? Now, you guys may be asking, what is a community property state? Well, a community property state is a state that makes your spouse legally responsible for your debt or any judgments made against you. If you're in a community property state, if you get into a judgment, the government or the collector can seize and hold you accountable as well as your spouse. Even if your spouse has their own separate accounts, legally, those accounts can be seized, those wages can be garnished, etc. Your spouse is up for grabs. So, Unhinged more than likely moved out of Georgia for a whole lot of reasons, but probably intentionally moved to the state of Florida, okay, so that she could avoid having her Nigerian husband be held accountable and liable for her debt outside of any joint accounts that they may have. So even though she's in a non-community property state, if her and her Nigerian husband have any shared accounts, Cardi could access and garnish the wages out of those accounts. But if her Nigerian husband has any personal assets, if he has any personal accounts, if he has his own entity and identity outside of Unhinged, Cardi B cannot come for Unhinged's Nigerian husband. So that move was a complete and utter strategy on her behalf. Okay? Now, Florida has a 20-year cap on when you can, or the time in which you have to pursue and collect on your judgment. Georgia has a 7-year cap, okay? Now, despite the fact that there are expiration dates regarding the time you can collect on the debt, you can get the debt time renewed, okay? So even if Cardi does not acquire and make any progress on collecting her debt in 20 years, she can petition the courts, get renewed for another 20 years, and keep her foot on that bitch's neck. Okay? Now, let's talk a little bit about this whole, is Cardi doing too much? Here's the thing about it, okay? I think the time before last when I reported on Unhinged and Cardi B situation, I was questioning if Cardi B was going to let up, because this, I think, was around the time that Unhinged had issued one of her so-called apologies publicly, etc., and, you know, said she was going to do better, blah, 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 blah. I was wondering, okay, Cardi may let up. She may feel vindicated enough. She know that Unhinged is going to forever be inconvenienced because of this judgment. She already has seen that the bitch has had to ski jump to Africa, okay, to move her assets and bullshit around, okay? So, you know, she's got a good thing going, okay? Maybe she feels vindicated. But after recent headlines, such as the seizing of property and the garnishing the Google AdSense checks, it's clear to me that Cardi B is going to keep her fucking foot on Tasha K's neck. Now, in previous commentary, I have told you guys, I don't believe that this was ever about money for Cardi B. But now I know for a fact it's not about money for Cardi B. You know why I know? Because I forgot about the little interesting thing that happens in litigation before you even make it to trial. It's when y'all are just in the amateur beginning stages of the lawsuit, called the discovery period. The discovery period is not only a time in which both parties present their evidence and defense to one another for proper vetting, but it's also a time where you explore the party, their LLCs, and their businesses regarding how much they're worth. So what that tells me is that Cardi B knew this hoe didn't have $4 million before they even got before a jury or she ever took the stand. Cardi B knew within the first 3-4 months what Unhinged net worth was, because all of that financial information is demanded and made accessible to the other damn party during discovery. Remember when a few years ago when Larry Reid sued another YouTube uploader, and during discovery it was found out that the defendant was only living off of $850 a month? So Cardi B knew this hoe wasn't worth nor could get access to $4 million. Cardi B then would have only decided to proceed forward out of principle. Everything Cardi B is doing now, seizing and garnishing her itty bitty Google AdSense check, which is hardly nothing because her videos end up in the yellow more times than the green, and seizing her property, all of that is just to aggravate, to frustrate, and to remind Unhinged of Cardi's presence. Cardi only incentive in continuing to pursue Tasha has nothing to do about the reality of getting her money's worth out of it. She got the expendable income to do so. This is all about being a living poltergeist in Unhinged's life. This is all about keeping Unhinged on her fucking golden baby heels, okay? This is all about keeping unhinged from getting comfortable. This is all about making unhinged tap dance and moonwalk and shuck and jive, keeping that bitch active out here. That's all. It's all about making sure that that hoe suffers with anxiety for the rest of her life, because Cardi, who told us during her living hip-hop days that, bitch, if we ever beef, we gonna beef forever, is a reality, okay? Cardi is not after coin. She knew she didn't have no fucking coin from the very get-go. This is all about legally having the right to harass Trasher. Cardi B's judgment essentially has given her the legal right to harass this woman. And that's exactly what Cardi B plans to fucking do. She don't give a damn how many times Trasher claims she changed and she's sorry and she gonna do better. She don't give a damn how many months go by and there's peace in the Middle East. Cardi B don't give a fuck about none of that, bitch. You came for me. You came for my children. You harassed my family. And even when I had the decency to give you several opportunities to leave me the fuck alone, you decided to be a bad bitch. Now, I'm going to make you earn that golden title, bitch. I'm going to remind you of who the big kahuna is on the block, bitch. Okay? And remember that infamous video I showed you? And it was right before Cardi B just made up her mind that she was going to sue that bitch's pixie cut into several directions from east to west. When she was out there outside of her goddamn apartment building with her goddamn bonnet turned to the side, smoking a goddamn Newport down to the filter. And she said, bitch, talking about me is one thing, but you talked about my motherfucking child, bitch, and I will bury the block with your motherfucking body, bitch, over my child, baby. And Cardi B made good on suing that bitch into oblivion. She told her, bitch, you done crossed the line now, bitch. Okay, not a line of coke, bitch. You don't cross the ethical line, ho. Okay? My fucking stomach is growling, girl. I ain't ate nothing all morning, okay? And she fucked her up accordingly. Okay? So I just want to be very clear. See, everybody like, Cardi B ain't in this for money. Cardi B now, because of her judgment, has the legal right to harass this woman for 20 years at the least. And can get the courts to renew it. Okay? If she hasn't retrieved anything regarding her judgment. Okay? Cardi B don't give a damn if she got to take the children. If the children got to be auctioned off. Okay? She don't give a damn if that bitch has to live in a women's shelter for the next 15 years. Cardi B ain't concerned about that because she gave Unhinged the opportunity to find her ass something else to do before she came for her fucking neck. She gave her a year to skedaddle, bitch. So now it's up, okay? And it's stuck. We beyond empathy now. We beyond sympathy now. We beyond the compassion, bitch. Because now, fooling up with your ass done costing me time. It done costing me money. It done costing me appointments with the therapist, girl. It done costing me more days in Atlanta than what the fuck I was looking for. So, bitch, I'm going to stay on your ass just for the hell of staying on your ass. Just for the hell of it. People got to remember, Cardi B was a social media bitch before she was a loving hip-hop bitch. And she was a loving hip-hop bitch before she was a hip-hop bitch. Cardi B knows how to troll. Her natural habitat is the internet. Her natural habitat is coming for hoes in this fashion. This is her natural environment. The hip-hop shit is a secondhand environment. The TV shit, the businesswoman shit is a secondhand environment. Her natural jungle is these dark and nefarious internet streets, baby, where she can carry the fuck on, bitch. This is where the bloody heel was birthed out of. People keep forgetting, baby. Y'all project all that professional shit, all that hip-hop shit on to Cardi, baby. Cardi at her root is an internet stripper street bitch who bout all that life. That's how she got she came into the game. Snatching wigs off bitches' heads. Throwing her bloody heels at the titty meat of bitches on the reunion stage. Her and Hennessy been jumping bitches since 1995, baby. Cardi B been fighting bitches with mustaches since the year 2000, sugar. Okay, you don't know Cardi like we know Cardi, baby. Okay? All this image and beauty, all that shit is the shallow. That's the shallow, baby. You got to remember where Cardi came from, baby. You got to remember the origin story here. Okay? That's who Cardi is, honey. Everything else is just a means to an end, bitch. So, Unhinged had done fucked around and found the fuck out. Okay? Now, let's talk about this whole Tasha K paddle boating over to Africa, transferring her coin into a foreign bank, okay? Just because Tasha transferred her funds allegedly to an offshore or foreign bank does not mean that Cardi B can't get her coin. All Cardi B got to do is get the foreign country that money is in, get a hold of their government, and have that government grant permission to get involved in an international affair. Okay? Foreign litigations happen all the time. How you think your politicians and some of these drug pens, despite having offshore accounts, get found out about? Okay? It's just up to Africa's government. It's just up to whatever country in Africa that Unhinged got that money in. It's up to that government. And because Cardi willing to pay a healthy price to continue to harass Unhinged, I'm sure that her money would be more than influential to a third world country's economy, who the only thing being requested of them is to simply get involved in obtaining those assets and funds that are in their custody and putting those shits back on the Mayflower ship to the Americas for the gathering of Cardi B. Unhinged is not safe and has not outsmarted Cardi just because she done put her coins long distance. All Cardi B got to do is get her lawyers to get into litigation and communication with the government that property, those assets are being held under, and that government will decide if they want to be bothered or not. And money talk, baby, and bullshit walks, especially once again to third world countries. Okay? Now, let's talk about this whole thing about her moving her assets in and of themselves, right? What's interesting about that is that it's perfectly legal to move your assets, to get all your shit into a safe zone before the judgment falls. It is actually illegal to transfer assets, to sell assets, to move assets, money, property, etc. Moving shit into people's names, trying to sell shit, trying to transfer shit. Once a judgment has been granted. So, if Unhinged decided at the last minute or after the fact to hide, to scoot, to shield, to protect all assets, coin, money, etc., she actually fucked up on a criminal level, on a federal level. And all Cardi B would have to do is reopen up discovery, which she has the right to do because she litigated against this person successfully, and she's now the collector and the debtor, and have her legal team overlook, supervise, and analyze all of Unhinged's transactions before and after said judgment. And if there's been inconspicuous, shady, or illegal and unethical goings about after this judgment, Cardi B would be in a position to present those findings to the federal court, who could legally penalize Unhinged for defrauding the fucking U.S. government, the federal U.S. government. This is and would be considered high-level defrauding of the government. And this would be above Cardi at this point, because now this would be between the United States of America and Unhinged, kind of like in criminal Blackhead's case. He's litigating and on trial against the U.S. government, not a single civilian or entity. So depending on how petty and how deep Cardi B want to get, she could fuck around and get deep off into Unhinged's business and really fuck her up royally, especially if, in the hypothetical, Unhinged has broken the motherfucking law. It's a lot going on. Okay? It's a lot going on. Now, Unhinged wants the debt lowered so that she could pay it, which is probably not going to happen. And once again, this is why she should have evaluated and considered the costs and the damages before she decided to double down and write checks that her dumb ass cannot fucking cash. Okay? And to make matters worse, right? Because, you know, people been saying, well, Unhinged apologized. Unhinged, she didn't. These were shallow apologies. In that conversation I was playing with you guys between Unhinged and Hammy, Unhinged said the only thing she actually regrets is not saying more. And this is why Cardi B is committed to haunting unhinged ass for the rest of their natural born life. This is why Cardi B is not going to ever take a waving of the white flag seriously. Because she knows at this point she's dealing with a narcissist. And she's dealing with a corrupt bitch who plays narcissistic games. And she's beyond it. Cardi B has made the single soul decision to fuck with Unhinged until the end. There's nothing that can be said. There's nothing that can be amended. There's nothing that can be reasoned with. And now that Cardi B is in a position to legally harass Unhinged for the next 20 years, Cardi B is going to get her $4 million worth out of her litigation. Because once again, she went in knowing all about Unhinged's finances due to discovery and knew she wasn't going to recoup $4 million. But now she can damn sure make herself feel better every day, baby, by making that bitch run a loo all across the goddamn earth. Now, y'all know Unhinged is stronger than me, bitch, because had I received the verdict and the judgment, the $4 million judgment to be exact, baby, my family better had hope, bitch, I wasn't behind the wheel. Because upon leaving the courts, baby, I would have let go of God and I would have let go of the goddamn steering wheel, baby. And I would have been off down a motherfucking mountain, bitch. Because ain't no way in the hell, ho, $4 million, baby, I would have let go and let go of God and let go of the steering wheel, bitch. Babies, I see y'all in heaven, girl. You got me fucked up, baby. Baby, in some consequences, that's worth letting go of the steering wheel over, baby. And that's one of them motherfuckers. Okay? And now the only way for Unhinged to get rid of Cardi, baby, she ain't got nothing but one option. And a apology ain't that. She got one option. And that's to take her motherfucking ass back to the Congo, back to Nigeria, get into a damn prayer circle with her damn ancestors, start praying to them damn gargoyles, and petition them to turn that bitch into a damn carrot, a frog, a cantaloupe, a damn watermelon, baby. Because that would have been it, and that's all, bitch. The only way out of this for Unhinged, baby, is she gonna have to find the most superhuman, superpowered African occultist that $5,000, a Newport, and 2 goddamn cigarillos can afford, baby. And have them turn Cardi B ass, baby, into the Sleeping Beauty, bitch. That's it. Ain't no other way. But Unhinged to get up out this, baby, she gonna need help straight from the gate. So, do I feel sorry for a bitch who still ain't learned her lesson? No. Because the bitch done went on to force 4 other motherfuckers to have to sue her ass either. So clearly, this is the smoke that Unhinged won't. So why the hell should any of us feel sorry about a motherfucker who continues to double down and do the same fucking slanderous buffoonery to people when it's clear that this is how she want to live, baby? Who am I to feel sorry for a bitch who is sure that this is smoke that they want? It'd be one thing if Cardi was a one-off. You done went off to legally piss off 4 other people since Cardi. And still talking shit about Cardi despite talking about the only thing you regret is not saying more. Oh, okay. Shout out to Star. But the Cash App, you guys know all donation information is in the link below. Sherelle, if you're still in the link, if you're still in the chat, boo, I just sent you the link, love, to come up, baby. Okay, so what y'all think about it, baby? If we gonna be forever. That part, baby. That motherfucking part, baby. Okay? Y'all feel sorry for Unhinged? Anybody feel bad for Unhinged? We waiting on Sherelle to come up, child. She got some tea she want to drop too. Y'all feel bad for a girl? Oh, girl. It's a unanimous no, girl. And y'all spelled no all the way out with the P-E on the end. Child, don't feel bad for her. Nope. Hell nah. She did it to herself. The beat goes on. Hell no. Hell to the nah. I don't think she qualifies for Chapter 7. No, she can't file bankruptcy, not after a judgment. She could have did it beforehand. Nope. She made her bed. Ooh, child. Them Kenta cloths, she better hope they ain't itchy on that ass. Absolutely not. I will be the one to say I feel sorry since she's getting no love. It would be Sister Michelle, okay? She made out of everything that Christ made out of. But hell, Michelle, even Christ is about that retribution, baby, okay? We got to look at the book of Revelation, Jesus, baby. It's a different type of Jesus at the end of the chapter than there is in the middle of the chapter, honey. Okay? Send link to my IG. Okay. Sherelle making me work, child. Okay, hold on. Let me send the link to Sherelle's IG. Hold on. And while we doing that, I'm gonna let y'all listen to some more of Unhinged conversation with Hammy while we waiting on Sherelle, child.
Oh, anything that happens with Tasha K, donate to the YouTube Tasha K show. Any of those donations, no one can touch. I've been seeing donations since the start.
People be saying this is not a joke. I hate fake ass black people. They're like, oh my God, like, aren't you embarrassed for being broke? Bitch, what?
We all broke. Like, when did we ever have money?
Never.
Anytime.
We're not even American citizens in this motherfucker. Look at your
goddamn. My thing is, I would have sued you for like $40K. Because I know I can get $40K.
I just sent this, Sherelle.
I can't get $4 million. She's stupid. I would have said $40K so that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, feel me? I can at least get my money sometime.
My bank account is in the negative every Friday.
I just sent the link, Sherelle.
I ain't got no money.
And think about it now.
I got American Express cards and shit. I got good credit. But I ain't got no money.
What about that $100,000 you owe the IRS?
I'm trying to tell you, I ain't got no fucking money. Whoa, that's nothing. Bitch, if I had the money, don't you think I'm gonna get the money?
You posted that, bitch. I fell to the ground, bitch. You owe me some Vaseline for that carpet burn I got on my knee.
Shit.
Listen, you say you owe $155K in IRS. How?
And listen, we still gotta get these taxes coming in this year. I ain't got no money.
That's too much, Tasha K, to be on IRS.
Recession.
Dave Ramsey told her to pay the small debt first.
Told me to pay the smallest debt first.
Who is Dave Ramsey?
That's that kind of they be giving you fucking money. It's like
Money
advice. Yes.
And so you ain't gonna never be able to pay Cardi B. I don't see why she even did that. Like,
but the thing is, I want to, and I'm gonna have a court word something out here. I am.
Y'all gonna do a settlement?
We're gonna have to, because I'm,
$4 million is too much. She need to stop that with $4 million. Why does she even do it?
If I do 854 payments or 900 payments, that'd be like $3,000 a month. That should have a month in 900 months. Is how many years? I'm just trying to be honest.
I love math, bitch. My calculator went
I'm just saying, like I'm gonna treat it like I got 2 more.
Wait, I want to figure this out. 900 payments, okay, and then it's 12 months in a year, so 12 divided by 900. Somebody tell. So I know.
You ain't got no money.
That's like 800 years. That's damn near, okay, wait, that's damn near 50 years. That's like 100 years.
I can listen. I'm telling you, I'm gonna figure this out. I got a plan, okay? I got a plan.
Listen, and you pay her $2 a month.
No, she gonna get more than that.
More than that, shit, you being real, motherfucker. And your baby college better be motherfucking full too. College, all that, cause the bitch ain't paying no motherfucking.
All right, you guys, let's welcome the Sherelle. Hi, Sherelle.
Sorry, Conscious. I was having trouble signing in.
Boo. It's
first of all,
retrograde, so I'm not surprised. I don't know if you know how retrograde gets down or not, but retrograde is off the chain when it comes to technology and all of that shit. It's a mess. What's going on?
First of all, your hair is everything.
Thank you.
Everything. Okay, it's so
Thank
pretty.
you.
Yes, I mean, I would say a couple of days ago, when I first heard that they took her YouTube check, I was kind of feeling sorry for her a little bit, because I was like, damn, she ain't gonna be able to take care of her family, and maybe Cardi's going too far. But when I heard this Hammy conversation, Aunt Hammy, she just refuses to apologize. So what is she getting out of this being stubborn? It doesn't make sense to me.
Ego, like some people are like, narcissism will have you going down with the ship. It's like narcissism as a disorder is such a self-sabotaging personality disorder. It just defaults you to tripping over your own tail over and over and over again. So that's why her ass refuses to back down, even though, she's $4 million in debt. She has somebody who's going to stay on her neck forever. She's had to uproot herself from Georgia, inconvenience her children, remove them out of their school, from their friends, out of an environment they're used to, all to avoid and evade Cardi and her legal right, and still acting like a buffoon. She said in that same conversation, Sherelle, that the only thing she regrets is not saying more about Cardi.
Something's really wrong with her.
And that's why Cardi B is going to be forever stuck.
It makes no sense. Conscious, she admitted in court that she lied on this girl. She admitted it. Yep. But still refuses to apologize.
Look at how committed to the sabotage she is, Sherelle. Unhinged had entertainment liability insurance, but the clause within entertainment liability insurance is that if you are found guilty and you confess to wrongdoing, you are exempt from entertainment liability insurance. The bitch literally threw her own case and threw it in a way that made her 100% financially responsible for the damage thereof. That's how stupid this motherfucker is. That's how dumb she is. But that's the nature of narcissism. It's self-imploding. Consistent self-implosion is what narcissism is.
I don't want anybody to think I'm laughing because I kick people when they're down. I do not kick people when they're down. I'm laughing at the stupidity. It makes no sense. None. She makes it where you can't feel sorry for her. All you have to do, and she will be mad if somebody says she had herpes and she didn't. When you're at the store and you bump into somebody, the first thing you say, "Oh, I'm sorry." We say it every day.
Look at here, Sherelle. She sent Storm, her ex-mentee, a cease and desist for saying less. So you're right. God forbid somebody had Tasha K her ass. She would have been through. She sent Storm a cease and desist for saying less about her.
It makes no sense. And I get a little bit where she's coming from, because I've been there before when somebody said, I did a story on Tamar Braxton and I knew I was right. And she, take it down, and I'm going to sue you. I just took the damn thing down just because it was a hassle. No one worried about that damn video. I don't even think they realized I took it down. I just carried on with my business. It makes no sense.
Sherelle, because it doesn't make sense when you exclude mental illness from the conversation. When you include mental illness into the conversation, it makes complete sense. But let me tell you how deep and convoluted this shit got, Sherelle. The only reason why Unhinged doubled down on those STD rumors, even in court, was because the person that she was close to, who illegally accessed Cardi B's records, lied to Unhinged about what was in those medical records. And Unhinged was stupid enough to run with this person's word, even though they never ran the receipts. And to make matters worse, it wasn't just Cardi B's medical records that were illegally accessed and lied upon by somebody who was trying to appeal to Unhinged at the time. Just like in the R. Kelly case, right? There's a wino that illegally accessed his records. But except this person that illegally accessed Cardi's records lied about what they saw, just to gaslight the drama for the thrill of it all, and to appeal as a credible person, because they knew that Trasher was desperate for confirmation, about, and I'll tell you who that person is.
I remember you told me the story. I know who it is. But you know what?
But let me tell you how fucked up this is. And don't put no names in my chat. Don't put a moderator, block any name in my chat. If I wanted names to be dropped, I will put names in the chat. If you see me not listing names, read the fucking room and get information. Okay? But let me tell you how convoluted this was, Sherelle. They also doxed Hennessy's medical records. And let me tell you, according to what was told to me, allegedly, let me put my motherfucking allegedly sign. Doing? All shit stated on this platform is alleged and falls under fair motherfucking you doctor, baby. Allegedly, according to a person who illegally, because this person was working at the hospital and things, illegally accessed Cardi B and Hennessy's record, and they said that HIV antibodies was found in the sister's bloodstream, but she had been but she got treated for it. She got treated for it, so they caught it at an early stage and was able to reverse it. But that's how convoluted. So when Unhinged was pussy popping in court and she was making Cardi B like take no bitch, like she was making her test over and over and over again, it was because she had been told by somebody she trusts, who she knew actually had access to the records and had allegedly saw the records, but that person had lied to her. So she didn't know that she was holding on to a claim that had no substance behind it. It had no truth behind it. But she didn't know that because this person weaponized Trash's naivety and gullibility and desperation. So when I tell you it's a lot of pussy popping, it's an agenda. It's agendas within agendas within agendas within agendas. But her dumb ass is the only one paying for the consequences thereof. That's the goofy part about it. That's the goofy part about it. But anyway, yeah, we'll talk more in depth about that. Offline. But it's a
couple things. I get bad information all the time. Somebody say something, and I'll report it. Because you think, but when I find out that is not true,
allegedly,
I come out and say it's not true. Go ahead.
No, I was just speaking to Barbie. Allegedly, child, like this is what was said. This is what was told by said person who worked at the hospital and things. But go ahead, Sherelle.
The only thing I could come up with, Conscious. The only thing besides narcissism, and I just refuse to believe that she's this. That. The only thing I can come up with is that she has something to lose if it's revealed that she got the wrong information. You see where I'm going with this without saying?
It would be bad.
It would be bad. The only thing, because she's embarrassing herself nationwide. Everybody was like, "Girl, you stupid." Unless I had something to lose, really, really bad to lose, something was out there that I really didn't want out there. This is the only reason I would stick to that stupid ass story that ain't making no damn sense. None.
And that person who actually accessed those records actually is the one who can break a HIPAA law. You know, people like me and you who don't work in the medical field, we can't break a HIPAA law. HIPAA laws only apply to actual medical professionals, doctors, nurses, nurse aides. Those who literally work in the medical field are the only ones who can break a HIPAA law, and that person did.
What do you think about what I'm saying? Could somebody be holding something over her head? Because this makes no sense. It makes no sense.
It does make sense. You're talking. I think why you're struggling to contextualize her, Sherelle, is because it's rare that we find somebody who is just who is this idiotic.
Right. Yeah.
This level of doubling down, self-sabotage, and just commitment. Because it's almost like, because what your brain is struggling with is this person keeps running toward the house on fire. Why would they do that? There's no, like your brain can't formulate any excuse to justify what person runs toward danger unless you are a morally deprived, narcissistic buffoon. And you have no choice but to be entrapped and bound by your own condition. It's like think of narcissism as an addiction where a person feels powerless. They're constantly subjected to their addiction. Yeah, like they're subjected to stealing and desperation and doing all type of atrocious things just to get, that need met.
I keep trying to make it make sense.
Yeah.
And it don't make sense if you got a condition called narcissism. It don't make sense.
That part. Yeah, that part. It's a mess. Now I got some questions for you. What do you think about all these fucking mock accounts? There's like several Perry Sanders and several Sherelle World accounts. Why?
Because we're dealing with another narcissist. Okay, this is an ex-blogger. You know who it is.
My God.
This is an ex-blogger that's been having it out for me. I don't even know her. I probably talked to her once. Having it out for me since the beginning of time. And she been doing all kind of shady shit to me behind my back. And there's something wrong with her. I'm the reason.
Are you sure that it's her? Because it's a lot. There's a lot more delusional people on the scene since her. Do you think it could be any of these other delusional people?
No.
Who also are obsessed with you?
No, I don't.
No?
Because it started with around that time where she entered the picture. She's done a lot of stuff. Reported me, false reports to the police. Something wrong with her. Something wrong with her. Something wrong with her. So I just
Father God today.
Let her do what she gonna do, and she must get some kind of thrill out of it. But
yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay, well,
you're right. When you deal with people that deal in delusions,
yes,
that deal in delusions, something wrong with them. They lack the ability to think normal.
They're living in their own pseudo reality, and they have their own rationale. They have their own sense. It's their own sense of gravity. It's a whole nother different scientific fact that exists in their world, Sherelle. And that's why you can't argue with some of these folk, because you can't out argue them in their own pseudo reality. There's no way to appeal to them in their delusion.
It's like they're attracted to the internet. The internet tracks nut jobs. It's really crazy. All of them in one spot. It is a mess.
It's a roach motel out here. It's a roach motel out here. Hardcore.
Hardcore. I don't know if I'm going too far, but I'm thinking in time, she gonna have to leave the internet. Don't nobody want to work for free. What you think? I'm not working for Cardi B
now, though. She can't because she owes too much money. She got to work now. Cardi B don't force her ass to work. And then you got to remember, she got a $150,000 IRS debt. So she got to work. She got to put in that work.
No. That's what would make it easier just to walk away, because every time you make some money, you handed it over to Cardi or the IRS. For years, this is going to take years. I would walk away. That's what I would do. But
walk away how? Like just like, what does that look like? Like just not pay. You saying?
Yeah, just be a housewife and go back to my. That's what I would do. Go back to my normal life, because you don't understand. In that video when she was talking to Hammy, she said, "I've already been humiliated," and for a split second, I could see the look on her face. This is humiliating.
Yeah.
For a split second, I could see the anguish in her face. Can you imagine waking up every day and people calling you stupid, people calling you dumb? You look at your bank account, you got more and more bills to pay. Cardi B is sending this to the judge and that to the judge. It's a stressful life. I couldn't do it.
I can see it if I deserved it. Yeah. It'll make sense. I would expect to be traumatized. And I do remember Unhinged saying some time ago that she almost has PTSD behind all of this, but rightfully so. But you're not a victim. You aren't a victim. It's not like lightning struck her out of the nebulous. It's like, girl, you asked for the smoke and you got all the eternal hellfire as a result. What else would you? And that's how I know it's narcissism, because narcissists do not have a concept of consequence. And that's why, even though she intentionally doubled down in bad behavior, she still had no concept of penalty. She still had no concept of consequence. Zero. Narcissists are known for putting consequence and repercussions on airplane mode in their mind. They have no concept of that, which is why they are so deeply self-sabotaging.
What about late at night when you by yourself and you in the bed and you looking up at the ceiling? It has to be overwhelming.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, Sherelle, if I was unhinged, I would have a lot of crackhead problems right now.
Yes, yeah.
I would have a lot of crackhead problems right now if I was her. It'd be a needle in every arm.
Oh my God.
Just to deal with the night.
Yeah. Can you imagine having to deal with all that? The public scrutiny, and you know she could lie and act like it doesn't faze her in the daytime and keep talking shit. It has to be a moment when she by herself, even if it's for 5 seconds, where she knows I did this to myself.
It is, and it's certain things I'm not even gonna say because I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna keep certain things on ice.
Okay.
Right now, but there's a whole lot of coping mechanisms being employed. And there's been a whole lot of coping mechanisms that were being, I mean, hence the name Unwind. Unwind.
Yeah.
And what is she unwinding with?
Yeah.
One of the most on the surface, hands down, one of the most notorious and deadliest of substances known as liquor, Miss Liquor.
Has to be.
Unwinding. Yes, she got problems. She's stressed, but she's a narcissist, and narcissists are all about the shallow ego. So she does well to attempt to laugh it off and to act like it's all good under the sun. But she has expressed trauma, and behind closed doors, yeah, there is a weeping and gnashing of teeth. Sherelle, yeah.
Now you was explaining, you do real good explaining stuff about the non-communal property state and stuff like that. So what happens with the IRS too? Because they're going to eventually come after her for their money, ain't they? How is this going to work how does that work?
The only thing I can imagine is that Unhinged would have had to level up in her criminality at this point. She could avoid all of this if she's operating at a high level of criminality, because laws are made to be broken. So you can pussy pop, you can duck and dodge. Now typically you can't do that but for so long when it comes to the IRS. So that may be something that she's going to really apply herself to. Is the IRS first and foremost. She may deal with them legitimately and run them their PPP money and all that, because somebody in the conversation she was having told her she should start with paying the smallest bill first. So she's probably going to be for real about cleaning up IRS. She's probably not going to really play in their face, especially when she plans on remaining a U.S. citizen. So she's probably going to go on a payment plan, do what she got to do to get them their coin, etc. So I think she'll be all right when it comes to IRS.
But I think
she'll play her cards right.
Child, I can't. And IRS don't play with you, but they will work with you.
Yeah, because they want their money. So they'll work with your income. They'll put you on a fixed income, all of that good jazz. Have you making like your little $400, $350 payments for 1 million years, etc. They don't give a damn if your children have to inherit the debt. They're gonna get their coin. But as far as Cardi, how do you feel, Sherelle? Because I feel like Cardi knew she was a broke bitch going in, because she would have known that during a discovery where you have to open up finances and assess the situation financially and all of that. So Cardi B knew that this woman did not have $4 million to her name, which then tells me that Cardi B pursued this out of principle, not out of any real expectation that she was going to get her money back. But what do you think? Do you think Cardi B is after the moolah, or that she's just in the business of harassing this whole like Casper the Friendly Ghost?
I think that Cardi B, it's about respect. And what makes it even worse is Cardi tried to talk to her and said, do you remember this? She's like, we're both mothers. Let's just see. And Tasha wasn't having it. It made no sense. And she knows, and you said something else too that makes sense. She knows at this point, I can't trust Tasha. Even if she apologizes, she don't mean it. I think it's about principle and it's about respect. You ain't gonna sit up here and drag my name through the mud and me just sit here and take it. And then she said, I'm gonna sue you and then I'm gonna collect. And that's what she's doing. She came back. Cardi's not gonna back out now. Would you? All this time has been ain't no way.
It's time. 2.5 years later, $4 million in debt, bitch. It's about to get diabolical, Sherelle. It's about to get downright diabolical, baby. Oh no, it's on. We would be beyond the New Testament at this point.
It's so funny because I have won a judgment on somebody. And I talked about this on my members only. And then they just recently came back and asked for forgiveness. I got mad that they asked. Here we go. 4 years later, and you asking me to work it out? Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, right, bitch? I had to see you in court. I had to retain lawyers. I had to take time out of my life. Now you gonna say you sorry? Okay, fine. I take your sorry, and I'm still taking your house.
Yeah, ain't no way. I got mad because if you sincere, you said in the beginning, that's when Tasha could have worked it out. I agree with you. It's beyond apology at this point.
Yeah.
And this girl, she just...
It done costed her too much. And guess what? Cardi B knows, because this is the internet, that those rumors and clips from those videos are going to circulate on various social media platforms until the death of the internet. So she knows the least she can do is stay on this bitch's neck, since what she did is also going to have a immortality. Like, the damage she did to her reputation is immortal. It's going to live forever. So she got to stay on her neck, if for no other reason than that, because she's never going to be able to take what has already done away. She got to live with that. But if she got to live with it, she also giving Unhinged something to live with too, which is her foot on her fucking neck. If I got to live with that bullshit that you and that, and then people were saying, why didn't Cardi B sue Star Marie? You got to remember, the reason why Star Marie forehead is so big is because there's a sense of intelligence in there. There's a sense of intelligence in there, baby. And when word went out that Cardi B was about to spin the block with her and Unhinge's head, you know what Star Marie intelligence told her, bitch? It's time to flee to Mexico.
Yeah.
It's time to flee to Mexico, and I'll return after this bitch get done mopping the New York floors or the Georgia floors with Unhinged ass. And that's exactly where Star Marie ass went. She crossed the Mexican border. She started living off of Mexican pesos.
You didn't know that, for real?
Yeah. Let me tell you how Patty Star is.
Okay.
Sherelle, literally, I'm talking about not even 48 hours after the judge had them bang the gavel on Unhinged ass, and the courts were concealed. Star Marie had already crossed the border back into the United States, baby. That was her cue to come back home.
Yeah.
She literally decided to enter back onto U.S. soil after she knew case was closed on Cardi B suing hoes.
It don't make no sense. There was a housewife. This was just a couple months ago. A housewife that threatened to sue me. You heard about Diana Jenkins, right? Yeah. And I was like, she thought I started this rumor. I'm like, I didn't start the rumor. I got evidence I didn't start the rumor. I could have fought that, but you know what I did? I took down 7 videos. I took them down. It makes no
And you know why you did that, Sherelle? Because you are a sane woman. You are a sane human being. That's what makes you very different from some of the people that we're talking about who are done. And guess what? Everybody who had better sense than Unhinged got out before the building caught on fire. Not only did Star Marie head off to Mexico, you got to remember, Lovely T ass also dropped out early on before the
about that. You're right.
Everybody else had enough damn sense to get the fuck out before the roof caught on fire, except this motherfucker here.
Like I said, we say I'm sorry on a daily basis. You bump into somebody on accident. Oh, sorry. I don't know. I say it on a daily basis, especially to people worth millions of dollars. That just don't make no sense. So I'm beyond. I can't feel nothing from Tasha at all. Just ridiculous. And even with the additional information that you know about it, it's got no. I just can't feel sorry for her. I just can't.
Sherelle,
stop.
Sherelle, Star Marie don't even know how to peel a banana properly. But that bitch had enough motherfucking sense to Uber her ass into Mexico, where Cardi B assured them that winter was going to be coming earlier than expected. How the hell Unhinged, an alleged businesswoman, let Star Marie outsmart her? Girl, you let Star Marie set you up for the okie-dokie, bitch. I don't know what's worse, the $4 million judgment or the fact that you allowed a bitch who ain't even had her damn GED at the time to outsmart your stupid ass.
You can't feel sorry for her. And not only that, then she made it hard for other bloggers, for the rest of us. Because now every time they get mad, they gonna be like, I want to sue you. I want to sue you.
I'm gonna tell you what she did, Sherelle. All the hell Unhinged did, as for me as a blogger, was make sure that I slapped this motherfucking disclaimer here up, baby. All shit stated on this motherfucking platform is alleged, baby. That's all that hoe did to impact me, baby, was just make sure I run that lime green disclaimer right there across the screen.
And I can't tell you, Conscious, how many times that has saved me. At first, I used to see other bloggers doing, I just was doing what they was doing, but you have to put your disclaimers up. You have to. You have to
be clear and distinguish between what you know to be true and what you know not to be true. If this is according to, you got to say according to. If you say this is what's being said, you can't claim what's being said as an absolute, and you ain't got nothing to back up the absolute. So yes, you have to be intentional when you're communicating and commentating as a content creator, and as long as you're staying within those parameters, you can be fine. Because a person can't hold you accountable for something that you sold or something that you communicated as a speculation, as an opinion, or as a rumor.
And that's what's saying. So that housewife that was going to sue me, I didn't have to take those videos down. My attorney said, no, your disclaimers were up there. You said it, you put the article up there that you got it from. You don't have to take them down. But I got where she was coming from. She just wanted to out that off of her reputation. And so I wasn't even trying to.
But that was kind of you. And once again, you did that because you are a sane, rational, logical human being. And you're not going to allow your ego to get in the way of your lifestyle and what you've built and created for yourself, because you know, like I know, that what is the real investment in any of us doubling down on content that has a short shelf life any fucking way. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
why would I care about taking down a fucking video? It's
Yep.
come and gone at this point. The content done came and gone. The commentary done came and gone. We on to some other shit now. So if that's the least I can do to get you off my motherfucking ass, then, yeah, sure, I'll remove it.
Because my thought was the season's over. Everybody heard about it. It is what it is. And it's obviously bothering her. I'm just gonna take these down and then about my business. That's what that is.
Yeah.
You did a good video today.
Thank you.
Very, very funny. First of all, you're funny, hilarious. But then breaking it down as far as in legal terms, she can't get out of this. You just gotta pay it.
Let me tell you something, Sherelle. If Cardi B, because I don't know how much Cardi B knows or don't know, and every lawyer is very different. These are people that practice the law, but they don't necessarily have some acute knowledge of the law just because they're lawyers. Right. And they passed the bar. They have to continue to practice in order to refine their skill set. So I don't know if they know or if they're even considering re-exploring and confirming whether Unhinged moved her assets before the judgment or after, because if they discover that she moved those assets after the fact, Tasha K committed a fucking federal crime. And that will deepen her fucking problems between her and the U.S. government if Cardi B was to present those findings, if they land on that side of the issue. It could get really fucked up.
Did you hear her say on another platform that she fired Olga? Did you hear that?
Yes, I did. Yeah, and it makes sense, right? Because I think that she knew that if these appeals were not granted, what is the redeeming quality of keeping fat turkey ass Olga on her team? This bitch epically felt her, even though to Olga's defense, Unhinged made it impossible. I mean, they could have brought Johnny Cochran back from the fucking dead, and he would not have even been able to save Unhinged because she admitted she lied. She literally threw her own case. There was nothing that anybody could have did for Unhinged at that point. So rightfully so, she done turned around and penalized Olga, but she really bears the responsibility for why her case flopped.
And you never know. Your attorney can give you advice, but you tell them what to do. She could have been apologizing.
And guess what? Everybody told her to shut her motherfucking mouth, including Olga. Everybody told Unhinged.
Wow, really?
Shut her fucking mouth. But like you said, they are the service providers, and ultimately, you paying me. So yeah, I can say, hey, this is what we need to do. This is what we should do. This is how this should go. But ultimately, I'm a service member to you. So I have to ultimately, fall within line the way you want it done, regardless of my professional feedback. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the attorneys didn't have the authority here. They were forced to play the game the way that Unhinged.
Right. I bet you it went down that way. I bet you it went down that way.
And according to Unhinged, she spent $1 million over the course of litigating and her own attorney fees. So it was easy money for her attorneys because she made them a few more dollars richer.
All right, last question. The nickname Unhinged, was it before this lawsuit or after? When did she get that nickname?
It came after she fell out with me and my mentor. I began to give her prison name.
Was that before the lawsuit or after the lawsuit?
No, this was long because I think Unhinged came into my life, way after her lawsuit with Cardi. So, I was still very open and warm to her even after, she got into this buffoonery with Cardi B. So this literally came after the whole situation just fell apart. And whenever I terminate a bitch and delete a bitch from my life, I then have them acquire a prison name for the rest of their play. Yeah.
Anyway, Conscious, thank you for letting me come up.
I love you so much, Sherelle. We gotta. When the next time are you going live?
I already went live today.
You went live today, okay. So what you going back live again tomorrow?
Yep, going back tomorrow.
Okay.
You should come on and we should do some unhinged reporting.
Look, let's do it.
No, that's not this. I'm actually over this. If she shuts up, it will probably die down. If she shuts up, you think she's done?
No, I don't know if you know, but I had reported like 2 weeks ago that she has 4 more lawsuits to deal with. She's being sued by Larry. She's being sued by Larry Reed. Absolutely being sued by Larry. She's being sued by Tokyo Tony, who has retained a California lawyer to litigate against Unhinged. She also is being sued by another content creator named Tony the Closer, who is a podcaster. She slandered his business, called him a scammer, called his girlfriend a scammer, made very salacious and slanderous comments about him and his business as a real estate agent, etc. And she, as you probably know, is also allegedly being sued by Kevin Hunter for that infamous interview that she did with his alleged client who claimed that Kevin Hunter ate his shitty booty. You can't make this shit up. Or maybe you can. I don't know.
No. Shitty booty. I don't think
he said that Kevin Hunter made him lay down on the bed after he had just did a big number 2 in the restroom, and that Kevin Hunter made him lay stomach down on the bed and spread his cheeks and licked and lapped on all that peanut butter between his bread basket. And he said, if you don't believe me, just ask my girlfriend who chopping down grapes right next to me. She could confirm the story for me.
He did say that. It was very
hot mess. Hot mess.
I don't think that Kevin's gonna
Look, Kevin Hunter went to every outlet and said, if y'all think I'm motherfucking playing and gonna let this bitch get away with this motherfucking content that keeps being repurposed and resurfacing all across these internet, and I'm gonna live with this shit on my name without giving it to this hoe, you got another thing coming, baby. So he claimed he coming, Sherelle. He say that Wednesday's gonna be coming a lot earlier for her ass too.
I don't think do you think he's gonna do it?
I think it's very well possible because let me tell you, probably worse than a herpes allegation is you ate my booty allegation, baby. Okay? And then you couple a dookie booty allegation with the fact that I'm broke right now. Oh, bitch, we got a good thing. We got a good thing going, baby. Because I'm gonna need that tax exempt judgment, baby. Okay, so you couple brokenness with a dookie booty rumor. Yeah, you know, it's one hell of a combination. It's one hell of a collaborative effort, Sherelle.
Oh my God, it's a mess. I can't, but that's good to hear about the Larry thing.
Yeah.
This is just a mess. You got, you know, I'm actually, what's the word? Just done with it.
Yeah.
You know, with you, you know, I couldn't feel sympathy for you if I wanted to, because you keep doing this to yourself. And so I just say, okay, Tasha, something over her and keep going. We
gotta laugh at her and with her since she wants to be the joke. Like, clearly she don't take her life seriously. Clearly she don't take her livelihood seriously. Clearly she don't give a fuck. So it's like, since you want to be the joke, I'm gonna laugh at you being the court gesture.
I know, because really I felt bad a couple of days ago when they first said she garnished your check. But then you come on Hammy's and just acting like that, I was done.
Coming on with Hammy saying the only thing I regret is not saying more shit about this bitch. Oh, okay. Judgment concluded.
Did you hear her? She said, I've been broke before. Well, Hammy said, you should just apologize. Just tell her what you want to hear. She said, what? For what? I've been broke before. Why? And I was done. I was like, okay.
Unhinged said that the apology is the 4 million old.
Yeah, she said that.
She said that is the motherfucking. I said, my. But girl, I will call you after this so we can get into some things. Thank you for coming up. Do you want to shout out your channel for those who have not joined the 400,000?
I'm good. Thank you. I'm gonna hang up and laugh on shitty booty. I can't get over that. That was funny.
Okay. Bye bye. That was the Sherelle's world, baby. Okay. Y'all, it's a lot going on, you know. Hey, I don't know what to say, you know. I mean, you get what you give and you get it how you live. So y'all keep Unhinged at her $4 million scooter in y'all prayers, girl. Okay, I hope that she gets some damn sense about herself, honey. And yeah, you know, hopefully the winos are coined up, okay, because she gonna need all the help. She gonna need all the fundraising, all the GoFundMe that she can get, baby, because she got more than Cardi B to worry about at this point. She got the IRS coupled with 4 other ninjas on her motherfucking ass. Okay, so tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. Replay Gay Gang, thumbs up, you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe, share the content. If you enjoyed yourself here, once again, make sure that you thumbs up. You guys know all donation information is in the description box. We'll be in Patreon Tuesday to get into Bad Boy Season 2, Episode 2 review. And we got some Jaguar Wright updates to get into as well, which may come before Tuesday, okay? So I may be in Patreon on tomorrow. I love you guys. Hey, Gift and the Curse podcast. Hey, boo. Sorry, but y'all, this has been going on since last year, and the fake Jags left me confused on what to believe or the fake. Oh my God, it's a mess, y'all. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye. It's a great show, Sherelle, etc. See you on Patreon. Thank you, TL Goldie. She needs all the money you guys can give her. That part, honey. Let's hope the winos ain't spent it all on liquor and Hennessy and brown liquor. I'll see y'all later, you guys. Bye.